Hi, my name is Confidence Seleme and welcome to this week's edition of the Confidence Booster. This week I'd like to talk on a topic I've titled The Power of Letting Go. The Power of Letting Go. You know, a scar reminds you that the pain you felt was real, but more importantly, it reminds you that wounds can heal. But there are many people walking around with untreated wounds, open wounds. And an open wound is very dangerous because it can get infected and it can lead to a worsened condition. You know, there are some people who are always in a bad mood. They're always mean, they're always negative. And most of the times is because they've been hurt in one area of their lives and they have not healed from it. When you get to a hospital or a clinic, one of the first things they do is they examine you to see where healing needs to take place. Where is the wound? Where should we treat so that, you know, the healing takes place? We have to examine ourselves and see, where in my life have I been hurt? Where is my wound? You know, was I hurt emotionally? Was I abused physically or sexually? And once I've identified where do I need to heal, then the healing process can begin. You know, when you're healing a wound, when you're treating a wound, there are some ointments that you apply to the wound to make it feel better, to make it heal quicker. The ointment that I'd like to suggest to you is called forgiveness. Forgiveness. It's an ointment that when you start applying it, it can sting a little bit. It can hurt. But that initial hurt is necessary because it's going to lead you to healing. Why should we let go? Why should we forgive? I'm going to give you 4 reasons. The first reason is you should let go so that you can grow. You should let go so that you can grow. You know, when you're able to forgive someone, it's a sign of maturity. It shows us that you have grown up from an emotional point of view, from a psychological point of view, from a spiritual point of view. So forgiveness is a sign of a mature person. It means, Hore, you're not like a child who's holding on to that bitterness, who won't say sorry to the little sister, you know, who won't give whatever they have to give, you know, because they say, no, this is mine, this, I'm going to hold on to this, I'm not going to forgive, I'm not going to be kind, I'm not going to be friendly. So forgiveness is a sign of maturity. So the first reason, you should let go so that you can grow. The second reason is you should let go so that you can glow. You know, when a person is holding on to bitterness and unforgiveness, they are unhappy. You can see on their face that this person is full of a dark spirit. They're full of bitterness. They're full of unforgiveness. And they lose their glow. But when you decide that, you know what, I'm going to take that step and I'm going to forgive, you get your happiness back. You get your smile back. You get your joy and your laughter back. So the second reason that we should forgive is because when you let go, you can start glowing again. You know, like these bright lights that are shining on me. If they were to go dim, I would not look as bright as I look right now. That is what happens to people who do not forgive. They lose their light. They become dim and they become dark and grim. The third reason you should forgive is because when you let go, you can flow. You know, when you let go, you can flow. Flow speaks of progress. Flow speaks of maneuvering through life in a way that is easy and comfortable. But when you're holding on to unforgiveness, it's like you're holding on to this heavy load, and this heavy load is slowing you down. There are a lot of people who are being slowed down. They're talented, but they're being slowed down by their history, their past, things that they're holding on to. There are a lot of people who have the capacity to become great, but because they're holding on to things from their past hurts, past injustices, they are holding on to those things, and those things are slowing them down. They are not able to flow. So when you let go, you can better flow. The final reason is when you let go, you can sow. You know, in life, you're always sowing and reaping, sowing and reaping. And when you're holding on to bitterness, angerness, and unforgiveness, it is like a seed that you're continuously sowing. When you interact with people, because you're bitter, you're sowing bitterness, and what you will reap is more bitterness. When you're holding on to unforgiveness, you're sowing anger, and what you will reap is even more anger. But when you decide that I'm going to let go of this seed called unforgiveness and bitterness, you get to hold on to a new seed called joy and peace. And that is what you'll begin sowing into your life. And when you start sowing joy, you will begin reaping joy. When you start sowing peace, you will begin reaping peace. There are 4 reasons why you should let go. Firstly, let go so that you can grow. Secondly, let go so that you can glow. Thirdly, let go so that you can flow. And fourthly, let go so that you can soar. Remember, a scar reminds you that the pain you felt was real, but more importantly, it reminds you that wounds can heal. Thank you.